Easy peasy, just swing along, easy peasy, like a pendulum, easy peasy. Take life as it comes, easy peasy, just bounce around, easy peasy. Don't get too down, easy peasy, and have yourself some fun.
Alright, so we just showed some dog shit. And open some more dog shit.
Raise 40.
Rule number 1, don't ever bluff the guy who literally just pulled off a bluff. 150?
Raise 150.
No fold 'em, hold 'em. Andre was about to act up, it seems. But Chin mucked his hand, so. Yeah, we're going to war here, so just about what size I'm gonna pick.
Raise 325.
Alright. We're gonna avenge Brian one way or another in this hand.
Call.
Alright, full bet pot here. We are going to be going very small.
75.
I don't know what the fuck this sizing is. He may be airballing. He may be trying to induce a check raise bluff. My hand was going to be afloat for any reasonable size, so this is better than reasonable. So we're gonna continue. This card's a little bit more me than him, but we can't really do anything about it. It also improves his 7 deuce bluff, which works out pretty favorably for him. We just have a pure give up at this point.
Okay.
Alright, I think we are going to check back here and reevaluate on river.
Yeah, we're just way too deep at 10x pot for me to do anything crazy, especially I don't have any good blockers. So I don't ever really win through this line, but I don't think I can bet.
Alright, I think we just have to check back. He's gonna have a lot of ace-x in his hands, a lot of ace-x suited. I'm just gonna check back and accept the pot when we get it.
What the fuck is this?
What?
He wins!
No, we win.
He fucking wins!
No way, impossible.
No.
It's literally impossible.
Don't fucking touch
impossible.
my hand, man.
You floated!
He's got 75.
You bet 10%
He has back to a
live.
flush up.
What do you want me to do?
Raise 40.
Yo, this guy's got aces twice, kings once. Got the 10 Duckley, I'm out, dude.
Fold. Raise 160.
This is the moment where Melissa said, fuck this, I've had enough. Hand's not that bad.
Call.
We're gonna see bet here. I think I can go like 25, 30%.
Bet 100.
We turn really good here. We don't need to do anything to call.
Call 100.
I don't expect him to have a lot of 8x. I think we want to either block or check. prefer check.
Check. Check.
So this river is kind of interesting. Block straights. Don't know if I'm really good here that often. I think we can have 9s, 10s. He also has some ace high. Question is, do I want to go for a block, maybe a call by ace high? I think I like that plan rather than check calling. Obviously, not able to check call. If he has a king, likely not a lot of raising. Now I'm thinking maybe I want to go bigger and try and hold out some pairs, but I'm gonna go, we're gonna stick with block.
Bet 125. Raise 350.
Oh, I don't know how much king X he checks back on turn. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting too much raising here. He can be bluffing with a 5, but I do block the 5-6. And I block other 5 bluffs. I'm gonna make an ambitious call, I think. I don't think he raises like a 7 for thin value here. So he either basically has ace-8 suited. Turned a boat, checked it back. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Call.
Is that a raise?
Call.
Call.
Hold on. What?
Call.
Call?
You're bad at this.
The only size would be all in.
Yeah. I wasn't calling. I was calling all in. I should have said that. I meant to say that. I was calling anything that happened there. Absolutely anything.
This is what happens. You just pay off the whale all the time.
Jack, like
Queens.
something.
Queens or jacks?
It's like, yeah.
Even worse.
Ace high.
Ace high?
Like Doyle on
Like 5-4.
like Doyle on Poker Out Loud. I have a 4.
I don't fold.
He just doesn't bluff. Huh?
10? No.
I want to talk about your general experience, I guess, now that you've entered the live streets.
So I feel like honestly, it's so it's still not. It doesn't feel very natural to me to play live, which is kind of weird because usually people go like the other way.
Right.
They'll like start live and then play online.
Yeah.
But, like
Well-
to me, like I can just log in online and just be like boom, 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 boom. Like my brain works like that better.
Yeah.
So live is a little different. I'm getting used to it, but it's just
Live's a party, though.
it is fun.
Live
It's
is
it's
fucking
really
awesome.
fun, and I like the social part of it a lot. Like I always like it's just I'm always laughing. Like there's just funny stuff going on.
That's because you're always at Conrad's table.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you whale hunt Conrad?
He whale hunts me.
She fucking 5-bet ace 4 with like 100.
I have 5 bet ace 4 suited.
You're the whale.
With $100 above.
You're the whale.
I'm the whale. You know, kill me.
You chopped, though.
Yeah.
My fucking
We
God.
ran out of straight, and I flopped a flush draw, so you almost got wrecked.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fine to whale against the person that you're positive will run worse than you.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to run worse than Conrad in a
Right.
spot where the money matters.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Equity.
Ace 4, fuck them.
Ace 4 suited's a great
Stick an
hand.
ace deuce. Who gives a shit?
Ace 4, ace 5, I'm in there.
Yeah.
So sick. But
5
yo,
bet.
games are crazy.
Raise.
Raise 25. Raise 80. Aggressive fold.
Yeah, well, I mean, in theory, it's a fold. He's going to be a little bit too wide, but we're going to play versus the old man that lives with a bunch of people and is bald. So when he's bald, he's going to get called. It's a good rhyme.
Heads up.
Would love nothing more than to win. Never leading, check call.
Check.
It's a really good flop for our hand. Well, it's a good flop for our range. We're mostly going to be betting small in these situations. 180 in the pot. I think something in the neighborhood of 15% is pretty good.
You bet small. Sometimes, like, I would raise flushes. Sometimes I'll call flushes. This hand kind of doesn't really have any other options, just because of it being mono, being out of position, being infinite deep. He's very astutely procured one of the seats where he gets to kind of act last when I put money in the pot. And this is kind of his way of like showing some form of dominance, you know, trying to like sun me, trying to like clown me, you know. There's a bunch of dumb shit, but like that's okay. We'll just call. Old man wants time in the sun. Never leading, check call.
Check.
All right, now we're at stone bottom. This is a very favorable card for our range as well. We're gonna have a lot of overpairs. We will still have flop flushes that we're gonna wanna start fast playing. I don't really think we're capped at a bet size here. I think that we can still polarize pretty efficiently. This would be a hand that I believe we would wanna fit into that polar range. I'm a little unsure of sizing here, so I'm just gonna lean on exactly pot. I think that it's a pretty good rule of thumb where you know polar bets exist, but you're not really sure exactly how big you get to go.
Bet 230.
Old man goes for big bet, unsurprising. He's trying to rep good hands, and sure, sometimes he'll have good hands, but my hand's too good, can still improve. He's probably gonna go big on the river, but like, whatever. Deuce 7 being trips is like kind of annoying, but doesn't really change much when it comes to me bluff catching turn. So we just call his stupid bet of 230. Never leading, just gonna check, and then just call river probably depending on what he does, but good hand, so.
Check.
All right, we want to think in terms of our value bets, right? So in order of ranking, it would be full house flushes, then like ace, king, and aces. So categorically, how often do we get here with hands like ace, king, and aces? Since obviously we'll get here plenty with kings full. I think specifically ace, king with a spade and aces without a spade would take the more polar line on the turn. Aces with a spade probably chooses more like b50, b75. So I think we're gonna get to the river, 3 combos of aces, 6 or so combos of ace king, compared to 3 combos of full houses, maybe 6 if we have pocket eights, which I'm sure we do. And then our flushes, we have a lot. So I think that I'm gonna pair this hand with my river top pair type holdings. And I think I'm just gonna lean on pot again. So 690 in the pot, we're just gonna go 700.
Bet 700.
I think that in a normal setting, not raising this hand would make sense, as like it's hard to get called by worse. Because he can still have flushes, he could still have good things, right? But Matt's gonna be 3-betting too wide. So when he's 3-betting too wide, he's gonna have a lot of hands here that, in theory land, would be check, or like bet folding. Some hands like jacks with a spade would be like a good hand to bet fold, but I just don't think he's gonna fold these hands to me. He obviously still has hands that have to bet call, like ace king with a spade, king queen with a spade, king jack with a spade. So all these hands still exist. He still has those pairs with the spade. So I think not raising this hand would be a mistake. If I get jammed on, like it's kind of annoying, but it doesn't really happen that often. And that's okay, you know? Like sometimes that's gonna happen, but he goes 700. I'm gonna go 25.
Raise 2,500.
You know what? I totally forgot that 7 deuce was an option. Obviously, we have a clear fold here. I don't really think there's anything we can do. When facing pot and he chooses to check raise, there aren't a lot of good bluff combinations for him here. He may select a hand like King 8 suited, but that feels a little bit too strong. He may select a hand like 7 deuce, but again, that feels way too strong. I guess I would be in a pretty tough spot with like a flush, because he does have 4s and 8s in full. And bluffs are really, really, really tough to come by here. Man, the way he's fumbling his chips makes me think that I'm for sure getting bluffed, but little does he know, he for sure has the best hand. Yeah, just gotta give this one to him. Ooh. Wait, was that all the kings? Hey, was that 2 kings? Was that king 2?
Huh?
Was that king?
No.
Oh, just 1 king.
Yeah, I had king 8.
I said you might turn that into bluff. Seems too strong though.
I was value betting. What do you mean?
Oh.
I was bluffing top 2.
Targeting Jack. He's
No, it can't be.
Oh, he's the 10.
Jack's
Yeah.
fold.
It's just really punish him.
No, it's targeting like ace king. Has to be.
Raise.
raise 25. Raise 85.
Infinite deep out of position here. It's one of those spots where this hand's gonna mix between a 4-bet and a call. And I kind of don't mind playing a call here and then kind of having effectively top of range on like ace high, king high boards and then using those as check raises. So we're gonna call. Have to be careful though. A lot of big blinds behind. Not really a good board for me, not really a good board for him, but like he's gonna have a little bit more and we're just gonna have to check call.
All right, definitely a board where Landon has slightly more sets. So the 9-9-7-7 region will be advantage Landon. Landon has not that many hands that have equity now, given that I have exactly my hand. So this is a spot where I don't necessarily have to bet all the time. When I do bet, this is going to be more of a 2/3 size spot with some checking with my hand as well. So this is going to be somewhat of a roll, probably something like 50-50 or so at this depth. Definitely getting check raise is awful. We block his bluffs, hands like queen 10, hands like king queen. So we're gonna play a protected check back range this time, and take it from there.
Deuce turn versus check back. He's going to be pretty pair dense. Some of the ace highs he's going to have in a check back because he knows this board's like pretty decent for me. Like, it's not the greatest, but I still have 7s, 9s, jacks that I'm not 4-betting all the time. I'll have 2 pairs here. I'll have 10-8 suited. I'll have it sometimes, but not all the time because I'll call the button sometimes. But our hand can't really go for value because like we're targeting a very thin range, like ace 10, ace queen, but we can check call. So we're going to check.
Okay, facing double check on Badugi, we can either, this hand definitely wants to maximize value before, pretty much like before the board 4 straights. When he double checks, he probably has at least some semblance of showdown. So I think I'm just gonna go pot here. So 85 is
190.
He goes like pot, which is, it's good. Like B75 pot seems about right. He's repping like Jack 10, It doesn't really have many overpairs because that's mostly the c-bet flop for him, especially like queens. Kings and aces will sometimes check back, but I have an ace and a king in my hand. When the deuce appears, like it's normally a brick, and like for all intents and purposes, it is a brick. But deuce 7 being 2 pairs, like in his 3-bet range, probably in full. Maybe sometimes he'll play flats to use it post, but you can be value betting some pairs. I would be a lot more inclined to call with a hand like ace-10, just because ace-10 just has outs to a gutter, where versus pot, we can like kind of immediately be indifferent with this hand, because sure we win, but it's going to be hard to realize our equity, especially after facing double barrels, especially when you can just like check back a hand like 10s that's getting called by like 9-8, 7-8. So yeah, I guess we just have to fold, but that's okay. No pair.
We're done?
So the Brainiacs fail slate. Thank you guys, nice job.
Are we done?
Were we the best?
Are we bluffing?
You were the best.
Don't tell me things I don't tell you.
Just smile, say okay. There's a downpour on its way. But I ain't getting mad, getting wet. Oh no. Oh no, easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy, and take life as it comes.